Time now for some sports news. Excited football fans are gearing up for the Africa Cup of Nations final later this Sunday in Cameroon. 7-time champions Egypt set to face off against a Senegalese side that's never lifted the trophy. Well, our sports editor Simon Harding is standing by for us in Yaoundé. Simon, what's the atmosphere like where you are?
Well, the atmosphere is still very calm, Claire, because we're still 7 hours away from the game, of course. Just outside the Senegalese hotel, you can see the team bus just behind me. There have been scores of Senegalese fans that have come to the hotel to see if they can catch a glimpse of the players, of the stars, of the Sadio Manes, the Edouard Mendy's, the Kalidou Koulibaly's, of course. But the players are keeping themselves to themselves with so many hours still to go until kickoff. If truth be told, many of the Cameroonian people here in Yaoundé are for Senegal. They really want a victory for the Lions of Teranga, which would be a first victory, of course, for Senegal. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but you get the feeling that the city is starting to wake up to the fact that the Africa Cup of Nations final is going to take place in this city. And after Cameroon finished third yesterday evening in a dramatic penalty shootout, you do get the sense that some of the disappointment and tension that was present after the semi-final loss of Cameroon has somewhat been appeased, and now people can fully focus on this final.
Yeah, and Simon, tell us about that final. What should we be looking for in the game?
Well, it's going to be a very interesting one between Senegal, who will start as the clear favourites, the Lions of Teranga, who have absolutely bossed the knockout phases of the tournament with convincing victories against Cape Verde, against Equatorial Guinea, and then, of course, against Burkina Faso in the semi-finals. The question is Senegal going to be able to rise to the occasion, to deliver on winning this Africa Cup of Nations? They were in the same position 2 years ago in Egypt, and they failed when it came to responding to Algeria, who eventually ran away with the title. This time around, you get the feeling that the Senegal team is so much stronger, so much more capable, and they're going to face an Egyptian side that's very compact, plays as a very tight unit, is probably going to leave the ball to Senegal, and then as the game goes by, try and resist, and then hit on the counter-attack with the speed and the brilliance, of course, of Liverpool star forward Mohamed Salah, who will be up against his teammate Sadio Mane as well. So a match within the match for those two, and we'll just have to see exactly how it turns out, but you would imagine sparkles and plenty of attacking football, hopefully, on the menu.
And we've just mentioned this, but this match is especially important for Senegal, isn't it? Tell us more about the symbolism there.
Well, of course, this is the golden generation. A lot of the word that's come back has been the golden generation. Aliou Cissé, who's the head coach of Senegal, was a player in 2002 when Senegal beat France in the World Cup. He then reached the final of the Africa Cup of Nations, missed a penalty in the shootout against Cameroon, who eventually won the title that year. This team reached the final in 2019 and will hopefully be bringing back the first ever Africa Cup of Nations for Senegal. We tend to forget and we tend to believe, perhaps wrongly, that Senegal is a great African footballing nation, but they have no major honours, zero the amount of titles that Senegal have ever won. So to be considered as one of the best, to be considered and accepted among that hall of greats, you have to, of course, win trophies. And until that happens, you do get the feeling that no matter how many great players Senegal produces, they will never be considered on par with the likes of Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, Ivory Coast, etc. And we know that football is so important on the African continent, a real rallying factor, a factor of unity. So the people of Senegal are waiting for this trophy, are hoping for those bragging rights. And of course, it is up to the players now not to crumble under the pressure and the expectation, but to deliver on what they, their coach and their nation expects of them.